This one's called A House That Once Was. Oh, deep. Deep in the woods is a house, just a house, that once was, but now isn't a home. Interesting. At the top of a hill sits the house that is leaning, a house that once wasn't, but now it is peeling, a house that was once painted blue. Tiptoe, creep up the path that is hiding, a path that once welcomed, a path that is winding, a path that is now covered in weeds. Pretty weeds. Sunflowers. At the front of the house that is waiting, there is a door that is not really open, but barely. A door that is closed, but not quite. A door that is stuck between coming and going. A door that was once painted white. Off the side, there's a window that's watching, a window that once opened wide, a window that now has no window at all, a window that says climb inside. Inside the house, it is silent but creaking. We're whispering mostly, but not really speaking. We whisper, though no one would mind if we didn't. The someone who once was isn't someone who isn't. The someone who once was is gone. A little mouse. What a picture should be. Who was this someone who ate beans for dinner? Who sat by this fire? Who looked in this mirror? Who was someone whose books have been waiting, whose bed is still made, whose pictures are fading? Who was this someone who walked down this hallway, who cooked in this kitchen, who napped in this chair? Who was someone who left without packing, someone who's gone, but is still everywhere? Was it a man with a big beard and glasses who would look out the window and dream of the sea? Or a woman who painted all day in the garden, portraits of squirrels while sipping iced tea? Was there a cat who would sleep by the fire, or a girl who would twirl to her records and sing? A boy who built planes and dreamt nightly of flying. A baby, a cowboy, a queen, or a king. Why did they leave here, and where were they going? Did they run off and not say goodbye? Were they shipwrecked and now live on an island, wearing coconut clothes with a pineapple tie? Or maybe they took off and headed to Paris, where they painted by the river and eat lots of cheese. Or what if they're lost and they're wandering lonely? Maybe they can't find their set of house keys. And maybe the house is still waiting for them, waiting to hear their key turn in the door, waiting for voices to bounce down the hallway, waiting for someone to come sweep the floor. Or maybe it loves to just sit and remember stories of someone who we'll never know, and maybe it likes it out here in the forest with the trees coming in where the roof used to go. So back through the window we climb as we wander, back down the path that is tangled with thorns. Back to a house where our dinner is waiting, back to a home that is cozy and warm. Deep in the woods is a house, just a house that once was, but now isn't a home. There you go. That book is about for the boys who found a house and wondered, for the lane who knew just what to do with wondering. This is the book Julie was talking about. The unicorns are the worst. Do you remember her talking about this book?
Mm-hmm.
Sparkles. Look at the sparkle texture. Unicorns are the worst. For hundreds of years, I've gone about completing my important goblin business in peace. From documenting spells, to gathering ingredients for spells, to alphabetizing the ingredients I've gathered for spells. No distractions, no interruptions. Just me and my work. But guess who decided to move into the meadow next door? Unicorns. Now, I know what you're going to say. Unicorns are the best. Unicorns are magical. Blah, blah, blah. That's true. But a lot of things are magical, like elves and fairies, and what's the other one? Elves, fairies, and, oh, right, goblins. I have studied the forgotten magic that lies deep within the earth. I know spells that can transform socks into slugs. I can turn broccoli into ice cream. Still tastes like broccoli. And I have mastered the 3-strand braid. But despite all of this, does anyone ever ask to have a goblin-themed birthday party? Meanwhile, all unicorns do is frolic around all day on their dainty unicorn hooves. Frolicking isn't even hard. Goblins can frolic too if we just chose not to. Horse plus pointy equals unicorn. I've always said this. I don't get it. They are just horses with pointy heads. I have pointy ears, but you don't hear me carrying on about it. And the glitter. So much glitter. Do you realize how hard it is to get glitter out of a smock? What a little butt. They are constantly playing their instruments. Newsflash, unicorns. Not everyone likes harp music. And the tea parties. So many tea parties. It's not like they ever asked me to one of their tea parties. Not that I would have time for tea parties when there's all this important work to be done. It's not like this shrub is going to document itself. Do I enjoy a good cup of tea? Perhaps the occasional crumper. We'll never know because someone around here has to take their work seriously. You know what? I wouldn't go to one of their silly tea parties even if they did ask me. You know why? Because unicorns are the worst. I would rather be neighbors with gnomes, or this dragon, or a chicken, or... Wait a minute. Dragon, run for your lives. Save yourselves, my little sock slugs. Oh, hope. Weird. Look, the unicorns came to save him from the dragon. Well, I guess unicorns do have some good traits. For instance, did you know that their glitter can put out dragon fire? And that harp music can be quite disorienting. Those dainty hooves pack quite a wallop. And it turns out a unicorn's horn is more than just pointy. All right, fine. As far as neighbors go, unicorns aren't that bad. But I think that we can all agree dragons are the worst. The end.